Imagine remembering something very clearly. It could be your favorite song, or a dialogue from your favorite movie, or a logo which you pass by every day, or your favorite cartoon character. And one day when you search upon it, but one day you check and discover that the version you had in your mind for years was a version that never existed. It could be a coincidence or it could be a false memory if there was only one person involved. But millions and millions of people have experienced the same thing regarding the same version, the same spelling or the same memory, the same color being etched into their mind, only to discover that that version never existed or that particular detail was never there. This strange phenomenon is called Mandela effect, and this was first introduced by Fiona, who is paranormal investigator, paranormal researcher. When she had a conference and when they were talking about history, that's when it clicked her. That's when this. So while attending this conference, she noticed that not only her, a lot of people who attended the conference had the same memory of about history which never existed. Several people claim that Nelson Mandela died in the prison in 1980s, but they even claim that they remember seeing his funeral on the TV. Here's where it gets strange. That is not the truth at all. Nelson Mandela did not die in the prison, and he certainly did not die in 1980s. He got out of prison in 1990 and then traveled to South Africa and became its president and lived till 2013. Yet thousands of people have claimed to have seen the information or seen the news or been aware. He died in prison in 1980s. That's decades ago. And he lived for so long. This shared memory kind of fascinated Fiona and she started digging up similar experiences, a similar phenomenon. And what she discovered was not something rare and unique, which it was something a lot of people had experienced in a lot of different fields. Over time, a lot of examples appeared. Small details from books or TV shows. A large number of people remembered it completely different. The disturbing part is not mistaking a detail, not by few people, by thousands of people. The number of people who believed exactly the same detail which never existed is very much fascinating. Paranormal researchers touches a darker theory, saying that bringing the theory of parallel universe, one theory suggests the possibility of parallel universe. According to them, the reality doesn't exist as a single timeline. Instead, there may be countless slightly different timelines. In one version of timeline, logo may be orange, and in another version, it could be red. Some psychics do claim that this Mandela effect happens because two timeline merges when memories of different timeline overlaps. They suggest that a small shift in the timeline, small shift between realities could alter our memory slightly, making us remember the different version. Another theory is of multiverse, saying that there could be multiple universes living almost same life. All of these are speculations, but it does leave us with a better explanation. There is also another explanation to this Mandela effect that our memory is not so great. It's like, okay, our memory could not be perfect all the time. We reconstruct our memory time to time. And when a new version of false memory is spread around, we kind of remember it in that direction, leaving us with entirely different version of events and passing people the same version of events. We trust our memory with a lot of things, our pain, our happiness, our knowledge. But when there's Mandela effect and you have the slight doubt in yourself, if your memory is also false about other things. It reminds us that our memory is not so perfect. It can change and it can be influenced. And it could not just only be you, it could be a lot of people. A lot of people could also go through the same thing. So, is our memory flawed or is there something more supernatural to it? Does multiverse exist or are we living in a different timeline? or do we have different timeline memories? And how much of the memories or how much of the trauma did we actually go through? And how much of them were fake? How much memory was changed over time period without us ever noticing it? Have you ever felt this Mandela effect in your life? If so, please do leave a comment. What was it about? And I'll see you in the next video.